Yo Swaggers, my name is Benji and today I want to welcome you to YouTube Pro Cycling once again for the 2021 start, I would guess, of the second season. And yes, Dauphiné was done already by Blackwar a few days ago. Today we're going to be doing the Tour de Suisse, a race that I like doing because it's got these huge mountain ranges. Let me take a look here. In total we have 8 stages, but we start in Bellinzona for a time trial, a hilly time trial, one hill in the middle there, and it goes down to the finish line then. But it's a relatively steep one, like, to be honest, 14.3%. It's nothing too easy, the Artore climb, but I think we can do that. Let's take a look at the second one. That is a interesting race because this is the kind of concept where a climber with a sprint would come in handy. Let's say Girmay. But I don't know if he's selected yet. I haven't checked the availabilities and the form on people, so I won't walk too close to a certain team yet. We'll have to select the riders afterwards. Stage 3 is a hill stage with a finish that is relatively doable. Again, a bit sprinty on top as well, I think. It's not overly steep. It's just a bit of a survival race with an effort sprint at the end. Then the fourth stage is a flat sprint. Some hills to try something on, but I don't think so. I think we have sprinters on our team enough to at least try it here. And then in stage 5, it's basically the same story. Just keep the sprinter up there and try and finish it off. For stage 6, we've got a hill stage. On paper, a bit mountainous regarding the climbs itself, but the last hill is really a hill, to be honest. It's a good 13 kilometers from the finish line to top, half of which is downhill, so still 7 kilometers of flat afterwards. Not too easy to stay away, but I think it's possible. We'll see what we'll do here. On stage 7, once again a time trial. I'm not a real fan of time trials anymore in PCM. I enjoy doing them when it's about a Grand Tour or something like that. But if it's about something like a Tour de Suisse, I don't know. Perhaps if the GC is very tense at this moment, I'll really enjoy it. But I just don't know it yet. It just feels a bit repetitive, these time trials. What would be cool in time trials in PCM is whether you could follow the time throughout the entire time trial, and that way you could say after corner 1, I'm a bit slow from the start, and then you can adapt throughout the parkour a bit more than just at an intermediate. That is something I'd like in a time trial in PCM, but yeah, let's fix the bugs first before we start thinking about new things. Stage 8 is this one, absolute monster with the Verbier climb at the end. What a satisfying climb. It's not too steep though, despite looking like that, and that's mainly because the parkour is long, so it's more condensed, the climb, and therefore it looks steeper. 215 kilometers, and just one major climb, I'd say. Pretty cool stage, let's try and win it. But very important, I don't know what team we're going to this race with, so let's take a look at that. Looks like we've got the following riders selected for this. Rafa Maika, we have David Dekker, we've got Patrick Conrad, Andrea Bajoli, Johan Prise Peitersen, we have Eugenie Bugalo, and we've got one short actually, so that is not ideal. I think I'll try and focus on the riders that don't have many race days yet, so a Stefan de Bot perhaps. I think Bugalo can be removed for Jonas Vingegaard, and also a Stan de Wolf can be replacing the likes of a Bajoli, who has 46 race days already, and Bosenhagen, why not? There we go. Kind of filling up the gaps here because we don't want riders to be really unhappy about their amounts of race days, and those are the clear ones without too many. I will also go ahead and take... Do I want to take both Conrad and Rafa Maika over here? I'm not sure. I think I will? Should I? I think I really shouldn't. This guy has like 69 race days already. That's way too much. And then there's the likes of Tao Zhao with like 15. We can't afford that. Then we also have Maika with 53 and Dekker with 51. That's still in a relatively doable area, but still a lot to my taste. Let's take a look at our team regarding the growth. This is something I did last few episodes every single time, and I forgot about it earlier on in the episode, so here we go. We've got some major changes. Prise Peitersen with 76 time trial. That's massive growth, and I think we can see some other growth on other riders as well. Sprinters, not really. That's rather disappointing per se. And I don't know about the other riders. Perhaps Bajoli with his 78. I don't think that was 70-80 yet. But I'm also not 100% sure at this point. I think that's the real change. I think that Predrag Petrovic was already at this level. 75, Vingegaard as well. Yeah, I don't see too many other changes, so I think that's roughly about it when it comes to the growth in our team, which is not too bad. Grave growth, like always. And I can't wait to get started with this Tour de Suisse. Okay, I guess we do have to remove Stan de Wolf because he's got a headache, which is not amazing if you have to ride a race. We can choose between Molano, Priza Peitersen, Conrad. I think I will still go for Peitersen then, just because of the time trial. That's huge, and we've got 2 time trials, so we can't really afford to leave him home, you know. Let's jump into stage 1, Bellinzona to Bellinzona, the first prologue time trial thingy. First one on the road, Tao Zhao. He's got stats for this, so I'm going to put him relatively high from the start. Let's go 80 for now, and let's see how that does, because we kind of gotta all out until the top of the hill, and after that, it's downhill to the finish line. So, yeah, straight up, hammer it to the top. First intermediate coming up, we've got Warbass in first at the moment. We're going to be smashing that time with 3 seconds, and we are on the climb itself with 80 as our expenditure. I think that will work out fine, but we got to watch out because the steepest spot is still coming, so let's lower it towards like 73. I think we're spending way too much energy on this one. 70. Oh, Zhao's getting murdered energy-wise. Closer to the top. Will he make it? I'm just not sure. Looks like his yellow is running out just at the top. Let's put him on 75 anyway for the descent. It shouldn't be too horrible to do, knowing that it's a descent. But still, I would have loved to have a bit more energy left. We got beat on top by Søren Krogh Andersen. Let's take a look what our time is at the finish line. And second time, no third time on 23 seconds. So it looks like Wolbaz did a really good job in the descent itself. Now it's Micah time, Polish champion ITT on the road. And yeah, he's got a good day, that's for sure. 74 time trial. We've got 79 hills and 80 mountain. That's crazy. Let's take a look what he has at the first intermediate. But I think we can up it quite a bit towards like at least 80 for sure. Going into the first intermediate, probably not that great because we went pretty slow at the start. 29 seconds down. Let's hammer it on the climb itself on 80. We should be doing pretty well with that. We can lower it a tiny bit if it halvens the energy already right now. I think I'll go 78-ish perhaps on this next section, or 75 even, knowing that it is such a steep section. I want to try and keep some left for the descent, but looks like that's going to be pretty troublesome. Yeah, it's going to be tough to do so. But it looks like we're doing so. Okay, let's do 75. Or should we go higher? I think we should go higher. 85 in the descent. 99? I don't know. At this point it can. 1 kilometer to go. Come on, Micah. Spend your energy in the last kilometer. We've got a good time, I hope. What is it? Ooh, we've got 14th place on 36 seconds, which is pretty good. There we go. Rohan Dennis takes it. He does so ahead of Roglic and Pogacar. We come out roughly in the top 20 somewhere, but not an amazing time trial, but at least we don't lose too much time. Looks like we ended 17th on 37 seconds of the winner, which is honestly a good time. I'm not going to complain about that. We've got plenty of stages to get this time back, so let's get started with that. On to the next one, stage 2. That's the mountainous stage with a flat ending. Bit of a hilly ending, you could say, with this Brunikspass. I think that's how you call it. And quite simply, get over the mountains, try and survive that hill, and try and beat the others in the group sprint, because I don't believe someone can attack at some point in this race and get a solo finish up. It's kind of a shame because Micah has such a good form today. Would have loved to use him, but despite the mountainous terrain, it's going to be hard to really push with the likes of Micah. Perhaps on the last climb, I don't know. I don't think the region after the hill is long enough, or short enough, I mean, to attack on the hill itself. So, a bit of a bummer that it happens on this stage. Let's hope we get a top 5, plus 5, I mean, in over the next stages as well. We're now 2 climbs in, and I've switched plans entirely. I'm gonna try and get Bosenhagen over these climbs. He's got yellow to get over this one. Next one should be doable if he recovers fully in the descent between the HC climb and the second cat. The last hill should be very doable with Bosenhagen, and he's got a sprint then we can try and finish it off. Oh boy, I think it's gonna be a tough one. I don't think it's gonna work like this, but perhaps if we stay close in a chasing group, we can use a descent to try and come back, but it ain't looking too bright. Micah having no trouble at all though, so what a climb for Micah. Just a bit of a bummer for homeboy Bosenhagen here. We are nearing the place that the last climb of the day starts. In the second group here we are 2 minutes and 28 behind, still trying to get back. It's gonna be really tough, to be honest. It's unlikely to happen, although the group is relatively close in sight. But I just can't go too much faster with the bot. It's like, it's still Bosenhagen. We can't just start hammering it with a climber and expect Bosenhagen to follow. I'm going to try and abuse that tactic that when you start a climb, the first seconds of that, you get so much momentum if you 99 it that you get really close to the next group. What if I could try that with Bosenhagen and the bot here? Might actually work looking at it. Let's go 85 from here on, perhaps 90. Come on, let's keep going. Hagen's gonna have real trouble though. Micah looking really good, but can I use it? I don't think so, per se. We've also got Vingegaard with a decent punch, so do I want to use Vingegaard knowing that I could probably sprint with him in the end, even though we've got decent climbers with sprints in there? Hagen's done. That ain't happening. We're not coming back with him. It's gonna be Micah time. We can try at least. Otherwise, we're doing nothing. But yeah, I think it's gonna be perhaps a late attack, but on the climb itself will be really tough. Still gonna try it though. 1.5k to go. Let's try and go for an attack out of the wheel of Sepkus. Near the top, we're blocked in by him. Oh my god. Ruined our entire attack. We're still blocked. There we go. We're gonna try in the last 2 meters, but this is not gonna give us anything, I think. Lutsenko trying to close it down for his teammate. And that is, I don't even know. Is that Astana still Lutsenko? I also don't know. It looks like it is, but yeah. I can't see who it is. Their leader. That's a bit weird. Either way, we are gonna get caught, so might as well pull back and sit up in the group just for a potential sprint in the end. Awesome, playing PCM and not recording the last 5 kilometers. I love it. So Schachmann wins ahead of Lutsenko and Pogacar. We ended up trying to sprint with Micah, didn't really work, and Vingegaard wasn't really in a good position to finish it off, but yeah, I should tap my record button next time. GC-wise, Rohan Dennis is still in the lead, Roglic in second, Pogacar third, so no changes at all. On to the third one, starting into Heiden. We've got a hill stage, hilly finish, and hopefully one that suits us, even though we're not really the punchers of the group, so Micah might have some trouble on this one. Good thing though, we've got a +4 again, and it's on Micah, so great stuff. The rest of the team, Vingegaard with a -5, pretty poor day for him, but all eyes focused on the one, and that is Micah. Initially I was really planning to go for Micah, but Dekker is doing really well, so I might just keep him up there and see if I can put him in the wheel of Micah, perhaps for a sprint in the last kilometer, because this is looking pretty good for him, not going to lie. The man got over this hill and is looking at a hill that is partially steep at the start, but just goes flatter and flatter to the line. I'm trying to push a little on this last 2 hills because we might as well keep ourselves at the front at ultimate cost here. 7 kilometers to go, so our 4-man train should be doing pretty well. I think I'll put Bosenhagen on energy gel already, and perhaps the bot as well. We're looking at the climb starting with 3 kilometers from the line roughly, so if we start pushing 85 now, I think we can start climbing with the bot on the climb itself, which is probably ideal, so let's try and do that. I am expecting someone to just hammer it at the bottom of the climb. Let's energy gel with everybody else for now, and let's start smashing it on 92 with Bosenhagen, 93. Let's go 96. Let's see if Dekker can follow. Let's go 90. And let's make sure Dekker can have some red left once we get to the top. Looks like it ain't working on this. Gonna keep on going. Bardet, Hindley, the climbers are with us. I'm going to start pushing it to make sure nobody gets an attack going. I'm going to go do that as well with the bot actually. And what if I can keep Bosenhagen on 90? This way I can put Bosenhagen perhaps in between there on the right of the road. And that way I am basically forcing my entire train to start a sprint, which is perhaps a bit odd, but interesting. Micah can start sprinting, then Bosenhagen as well, and Dekker as well. Last 600 meters. Can we get past him? Hindley with Bosenhagen or Micah. It's going to be... Oh, it needs to be Micah. 90-0. Bosenhagen stops and we get it with Micah. There we go. We had to get the bonus seconds at all costs with Micah. First stage win of the episode. First stage win of the Tour de Suisse. I think I did Tour de Suisse in the first season as well. And we ended up winning like 1 or 2 stages with Micah in the overall. So let's hope we can do the same here. We start off with a victory on a hill stage at least. So let's see what that does for GC. Not too much, we're not up there yet, but we're gonna be up there soon, I promise you. I'm kind of surprised that we got 4 people in the top 7 of this stage. I didn't expect Dekker to survive so easily over the hills. I didn't expect Bosenhagen to end up being the second best rider in the elite group after working for 4 or 5 kilometers before the climb even started. And the bot just kept his work up as well on the climb, so awesome team performance. Stage 4, the first of the flat stages. Let's dive in and let's hope we can get Davi Dekker a stage win on this one. I think on this uphill I'm going to start making my sprint train, which is not ideal because should have been a bit more to the front with everybody. Dekker can be in the wheel of Bosenhagen as lead out, and then we can put perhaps Priese Peitersen there. I think I'm going to be keeping Micah like this, protected by Dao Zhao. I think that might be a good option, to be honest. No, I'm going to put Priese Peitersen in the wheel of Zhao. And Vingegaard can start protecting Micah or the bot. The bot can do it. There we go. We've got a 4-man train, and I think it's a pretty strong one. So let's start moving up. In a good few kilometers, I'd like to go towards 99. There we go. And Zhao is now doing that. We've got a small downhill now, but then it starts slowly but surely ramping up. We're losing red on everybody. How is Zhao doing that? Should not be allowed. We're regaining it on Dekker, so that's ideal. And a gel on the other tree because we might be launching a tad early. Nah, it's gonna be pretty fine. I'm gonna go 99 on Priese Peitersen. Let's take a look at the rest we've got. Zhao gone and 2.5 kilometers to go. Why are these guys sprinting already? I don't know. I can't afford that, so I'm not doing it. I'm gonna start sprinting with him now. And with Bosenhagen perhaps as well already. I'm getting so blocked right now. So blocked. It's going to be really hard to win this. The Bosenhagen! What? Our lead out ends up winning ahead of Dekker. That wasn't the plan, but the Mars beaten. He had to launch early and we decided not to, and it really brought us a victory and a 1-2 once again. I really thought we had lost the moment that I saw that Bosenhagen was like 10 meters ahead of Dekker, but I did not anticipate Bosenhagen to hold on. Definitely not compared to Nardo de Mar and such. So, what a sprint there. And Dekker comes in second as well. Oh, and we get the points classification because of it with Edvald Bosenhagen. Eddie the Boss, my man. Second victory and also the second stage on which we get a 1-2. So, let's keep this one going on the 5th stage. Also a sprint stage, by the way, from Ossingen to Buren an der Aare. We've got 182 kilometers and a flat finish. Again, a bit hilly there, but I don't think it's gonna matter. It's most likely ending up in a mass sprint. They're pacing like mad in the peloton, and the group is splitting up left and right. We've got a 30-man group behind now. Over here it's splitting as well. Perhaps if I drop Vingegaard, I can try and actually make it split, but it doesn't look like it's happening, so might as well push forward with all 3 of these and perhaps make them part of the train I've got going on at the front, because 29 people in the group, we can push this forward if we try. Let's get Vingegaard in there as well. Priese Peitersen can protect Zhao. The bot can be at the back for now and then slowly but surely move up because he's clearly not in a good position to just move up to the front yet. 29 people, 19 kilometers. Come on, we gotta push it, we gotta push it. Honestly, I don't really get it. There's like hardly any wind. What are they doing? Like, Dennis is behind. Roglic is behind. Oh my, I can actually pull this off till the line if I want. Let's do it. 99 it from here on. Micah's gonna be on Sprinter today because I've got so much more value in the distance towards Group Roglic than in the victory with Davi Dekker here. I'm going to go 99 with the bot as well. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Gotta keep pushing. We've got someone of our team behind. Meissen is trying to close that down, but that ain't happening, man. That is not happening. Gonna try and go 90 now. 95 perhaps with Vingegaard because I can't pull it off on 99 with him and 2 other riders following. We need more support, to be honest. Could really help someone. Well, someone could really help us, I'd say. Then Bosenhagen can take over on 99 for a tiny bit. Let's go towards 95 now. What's the difference between Group Micah and Group Roglic? It looks like it is expanding. That is crazy. Why? This makes no sense. That's 116? Holy fuck. We gotta keep going. That's insane. 5 kilometers to go. I'll keep going 99. Let's... 95 actually. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's keep pushing. 4 kilometers. 95 still. 95 still. I'm actually going to switch that idea and still go for Decker on this one because it's a bit unrealistic, you know, to go for Micah on this kind of stage. 1 minute 13. Let's go 99 with Micah from here on onwards. There we go. Let's start sprinting with Micah. Decker in the last wheel. Decker's going to start his sprint right now. 1 kilometer to go. There goes David Decker versus the rest. The mark comes around Groenewegen. It's going to be Groenewegen taking it. We're going to finish pretty badly on a 6th spot, but that is a solid 1 minute difference. And yeah, that's great for GC. If the gap counts. Which it does. Micah is in the yellow jersey. 50 seconds ahead of Dennis. 58 ahead of Roglic. We're going to try and win Tour de Suisse on a bloody flat stage. How big was the gap then? Because it was not 1 minute for me. It was 1 minute 17. That is crazy. We're in the lead of the Tour de Suisse on a flat stage. Didn't expect that. Dossier time again. Let's take a look. We've got 48 of 48. Okay. Get my groove. That's a bummer. Yeah. We're just with enough, I guess, now. That's a bit sad, but we've got it, so I guess that's okay. Guess I can't change too much about it now, which is a bit sad. Hill stage as the next Buren an der Aare, so the finish line of the 5th stage to Delemont, 180 kilometers, 2 hills at the end, 1 climb somewhere in the middle, but not too major. So yeah, it looks like the kind of stage where I think that a sprinter could get over if he's kind of lucky. Bosenhagen should be over this quite doably, so I'll give it a try. Otherwise, yeah, it's Micah time otherwise. We gotta protect that jersey. We're starting in yellow. Didn't expect that before the end of the last stage. What a twist. Anyway, today's stage, I'm going to be keeping all my eyes on Micah with the hopes that someone like a Bosenhagen can survive, but it's gonna be really tough. Perhaps Tauzau or Decker, but Tauzau with a -1 is not too ideal either. I think I'll put the ball on Decker just in case, but I don't see Decker surviving this one, knowing that it's the last 2 climbs in the last portion of the race, so action is likely gonna happen. We got over the second cat hill. I'm gonna try and get some water in the descent, but it's gonna be tough to get that to the front in time. Decker got over it. Bit surprising, but he did it. And the next climb is not as hard, so I think we can get over this with Decker. The question is, do I push it near the top to make sure that other sprinters don't get over it? Because I'm pretty sure that the likes of Groenewegen and such are still in this group as well. Nizzolo too, and the Mark clearly as well. So yeah, I might change that halfway the climb and decide to put a bit of a train in action. Or should I do that already? It's 9 kilometers of climbing. I think I can afford that, to be honest. Mike at the front because, well, he's a better climber and he's priority. Don't follow Priese Peitersen, he's at the back. There we go. This way we can get a 4-man train going. We can try and follow the attacks of Alexander Kristoff. Holy crap. He's doing that for Groenewegen, I think, which is weird. Let's go 85 still. Let's try and move forward on this section. They're really pushing it, which is on one end good because the sprinters will drop, but I'd like to get in a better position myself. Because it's not ideal that Micah has to go next either, to be honest. So, yeah. This entire situation is not ideal, to be honest. Tauzau is about to be done, so let's put Micah at the front. Let's drop Tauzau and let's push it. Let's hammer it with Micah till the top. This way we can force something with Bosenhagen and Decker. Decker's gonna be dying towards the top, but the descent should save him. But this way we can try and get rid of the likes of the Mar, but it looks unlikely. Let's 99 it. Come on, wing it, wing it, wing it, and we've got Demar still in the group. Damn it. Let's 85 it. Let's not push it too hard. And yeah, we can't drop him anyway anymore, so guess it's a bit of a fight of the dead swans at the end here. Hopefully we can recover enough with Dekker to be a challenger. Is that an attack on the left? Godu? Pogacar following? Bardet following? Let's hope these sprinters take care of that. Don't feel like having to close that with Micah himself here, but it's only like 4.5 kilometers, so I should be fine. Let's push it on 85 with Micah now in this last few corners. 3 kilometers to go, let's 99 it. Let's really go for Boasson-Hagen's sprint and for the one of Dekker here. Gonna start sprinting with Micah. Let's do the same with Boasson-Hagen right now. And Dekker can get out of the wheel right now. This is gonna be a victory, I think. Demar's coming close, but Dekker wins. There we go. Another victory for the team. And we lose, hopefully no time, but then again, nobody of real value for GC is up there. So, good stuff, man, good stuff. David Dekker, Giacomo Nizzolo, Demar. That is the order I like them in, to be honest. Let's take a look at GC. No changes at all. That is also great. Dekker actually equaling out with Boasson-Hagen for the point classification. This was the last opportunity for these sprinters, really. Even though it wasn't really an opportunity for the sprinters on paper, we still took it that way and went home with it. So, the harder the stage, the better Dekker, it seems. When it comes to Micah, we go into the last two stages with an advantage of 50 seconds on Dennis, 58 on Roglic, and Pogacar is on 1 minute and 2 seconds of us. Unfortunately, this stage is likely gonna be like stage 20 of the Tour de France 2020, 50 seconds advantage, but it won't be enough because the time trialists will murder us, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see it happening. It's Micah time, 75 plus 3 on the day, that's 74 time trial. Let's hope this results in a good time trial. On paper it should, but with people like Thomas here and Pogacar and Roglic, I'm always really insecure about this, definitely with Dennis being our most close contender. I've decided to up it to 87 on the hill itself because I wasn't spending as much as I thought I would on the flat section before it. Let's hope we're not too late in changing our tactics here, but we just gotta make sure that we have enough left for the descent, but that should be fine, I think. Moving down towards 80 in this descent now, knowing that there's still an uphill section to come towards that next descent. But we're closing in onto the second intermediate, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be a decent time. Dennis in first though, 2 seconds ahead of Filippo Ganna, his teammate Geraint Thomas, ex-teammate of him in third, Buchmann in fourth there. That's now a teammate of them, so yeah, Ineos time everywhere. We get 6th on 36 seconds. We got to keep this up. And I think we might be going too hard to do so. So let's lower it towards 75. Let's hope we didn't blow ourselves up already. I am having to lower it quite a bit to survive here. I think I bottled it. Going too hard, knowing that the time trial descent is still to come here. Oh boy, what have I done? 67 now to try and survive. This is pretty bad. Last kilometers incoming. Let's up it towards 85 again. In this last kilometer, can we pull this one off? Come on. I think we just ran out of gas right here. Let's hope it's still enough. And 22nd on a minute 56. Oh boy, that is horrendous. That's bad. Yeah, Dennis is leader again. And with so much time, we're now 5th on a minute and 5 seconds. Ghana in 2nd on 13 seconds in GC after 7 stages of the Tour de Suisse. Then again, we haven't had the ultimate mountain stage yet. That didn't really look too ultimate with only the Verbier. Yeah, 2 time trialists from the same team in the top 2 of GC right now. My goodness, they're beating their own GC rider. Let's hope we can turn the tables around. Final stage now, Delémont to Verbier. 8th stage of Tour de Suisse, 1 huge mountain stage, but it's a huge stage, let's say, with 1 mountain at the end. That's kind of the right description. Let's hope we can bring this one home, but I think GC might be really troublesome, although that Dennis and Ganna should not be able to finish here at the top with the best GC riders. I've been trying to prepare for this climb a tiny bit, but it's kind of going up and then it's got a small downhill to the actual climb, so I'm trying to prevent spending much energy on this fast start, but I'm also scared that the Verbier is not long enough to really use the strategy on that we always do, which is waiting as long as possible and then hammering it in the last kilometer. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, really. What we are doing is moving into the right position right now, and I think that's ideal now. The bot's spending a tiny bit of energy doing so, though, so that's not ideal. Perhaps I should be using Tao Zhao instead, to be honest. I will, but the issue is that my mouse just died, and I'm trying to put the cable in time to be able to change that. Come on, come on, come on. Is it working? It's not working, isn't it? Oh, boy. Come on. I have to fix it ASAP. This is gonna fix it, right? Yes, I can go again. Let's take a look. Tao Zhao can protect Micah instead, and the bot in the wheel, the bot can take over once we notice that Zhao is having issues. Let's go 65 for now, first. But it's 10 kilometers. Yeah, gotta watch out there. It's not too long of a climb. Just gotta keep myself at the front on this one then. Nairo Quintana attacking, Sharkman attacking, Nizzolo attacking. Oh my god, really? Where is he pacing? I don't even know at this point. I think he's pacing for Thomas. I'm keeping myself up here. I think I've got enough energy to go 70 for the last 8 kilometers, but I don't like doing so. Let's up it towards 73 to keep on following. It's only 7.5 kilometers. We can't play around on this one. Let us use the energy gel on Tao Zhao already. 75, let's keep going. Perhaps I should up it a tiny bit more. Roglic falling through a tiny bit. That's not ideal for him, but I think I can go 80 from this point onwards. Just to get closer to Thomas, to be honest. Quintana going, Kemna going on this one. Uran seemingly trying to follow. Costa as well doing something. Don't know what, but it's something, okay? Let's go 78. I think we've got the energy, but I don't want to risk it yet. I don't want to risk it yet. The bot is next. I'm going to put the bot on energy gel. The moment that I want to launch, I'm going to go 80. There we go. Energy gel on the bot. The bot is going to take over very, very soon. Let's go 85. With Micah, the bot is taking over right now. Zhao is done. Goodbye, Zhao. Micah's going to try and catch Quintana here. Let's lower it towards 83. I think I can keep this up till the line. I'm not sure about it. Let's take a look. Do we see weaknesses for anybody? I don't think we do. 85 perhaps again. Energy gel for myself. I think we're doing fine. 2 kilometers. Let's keep this one up. Are we going too early? That is the real question. We might be, we might not be. I don't think we are. 1.5k. We're not going to drop anybody here. But I'm going to up it towards 93. Last kilometer. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's sprint it. Roglic versus Micah. It's going to be Roglic taking the stage. But we end up second. So I guess that's the best we could do. We gain a bit of seconds on people. And that might bring us into the top 3. But I don't think so, knowing that Thomas was up there. But Dennis in the second group. Where's Ghana? I don't know. No clue where Ghana was. I don't think he's up there. Bernal's down here. How does this happen? Does not make sense. Can I see where the other lad finished? Ranking. Filippo Ganna. In this group. He's gonna lose time and that second spot. Roglic taking the final stage, but we are third in GC. We get a top 3 at the Tour de Suisse. Don't complain about that, I'd say. Looks like we get taken over though by Dennis on the points classification. That's a bit of a bummer, but yeah, not too big of a deal, I guess. We got 3 riders on 20 points though. It's pretty sad. All in all, an overall good Tour de Suisse. When it comes to GC, we stand near the victor, which is Rohan Dennis ahead of his teammate. No, ex-teammate, Geraint Thomas. Dennis wins Swiss. My goodness. Crazy. I think he got second in real life in 2019, I think. Anyway, now that the Tour de Suisse is done, we're looking at the national championships, and those are going to be done solely by Timmsoski and by Blackwar, so tune in on Timmsoski's channel on Sunday for the next episode of this series, YouTube Pro Cycling. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, tap that like button. If you didn't, tell me what's wrong, I'll try and make it better for you next time. Goodbye.